389 Gaming.
Hey guys, it's Garth389 here, and welcome back. So today I'm I'm going to do two videos today. I'm going to give you guys the normal Minecraft video. It might be uploaded after this one because I'll probably be uploading this I'll probably be rendering this while I'm recording the other one. Sorry, lost my voice there for a second. Anywho, so I have some really good news. And I mean like the kind of good news that means happiness, you know, kind of like when you go out, you meet a girl that you really like, and you go out on a date and it goes really well, that kind of happiness. The kind of, yeah, happiness. Alright, so, and obviously I am talking about Galactic Civilizations III, because that is clearly like losing your virginity. I'm just kidding. But, you know, it's, I'm excited. That's the shorthand version of it. I'm just really excited, because Galactic Civilizations 2, and by extension Galactic Civilizations 1, are among my favorite games. Now, if you don't know what they are basically 4X games. If you've ever played like Master of Orion when you were younger, or if you've played, I don't know, if you've played Galactic Civilizations 2, then you know what it is. But basically, it's a genre that's died out a lot, and then Stardock came in and they made Galactic Civilizations 1, and they made Sins of a Solar Empire, or they published it. It was made by Ironclad Games. And then you had Galactic Civilizations 2, which kind of made a little bit of a resurgence of it. So you had a lot of games coming out like Armada 2526. You have, what's the other name of it? I can't remember. But there are a couple other games that came out that are all 4X games. So Galactic Civilizations 1 and 2 were kind of the catalysts for that. They brought a genre that had died out back. Just having a sip of Coke there. So yeah, let's just take a quick look at what this game is about. So there are some new features. Let's go look at the gameplay. Well, we can start with the Galactic Civilizations base features. Now, what they're showing here is mostly Galactic Civilizations 2, which is a great game in its own right. I had a ton of fun playing it and made lots and lots of really neat-looking ships and had fun. So as you can see, these are like free-form designs, because you can kind of build any design you want in Galactic Civilization. You just use various parts that it has available, and you make whatever it is you want to make. And then you can equip weapons on it all over the place and have a good time. So the key components of it, as they say, you know, it's an open map, which is standard for a 4X game. If it wasn't an open map, it would be kind of pointless. But basically, you get a huge galaxy. It's got stars in it, and those stars are surrounded by planets, and you colonize planets. That's pretty much how it works. And you upgrade your colonies, and you improve your colonies, and you have a jolly old time doing it. But the basic thing about Galactic Civilizations is it's kind of like a giant sandbox. You can kind of do whatever you want. And there are multiple different ways of winning. It's not just... sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. It's not just you either conquer all of the civilizations or you win by some kind of default mechanism. I think there are like 6 different ways you can win. So you can obliterate everyone. You can conquer everyone through influence, which means that you basically have the dominant culture in the universe, and no one can sort of fight back against you. So that's a cultural victory. And then you have the... I think there's an economic victory. I'm not entirely sure. I've never really tried for one. Then there's basically you own more of the galaxy than everyone else. If you own more than like 75% or something of the galaxy, then you win. Or maybe it's 80% of the galaxy you win. And then there's the research victory. And I think there's a resource victory. So there are basically lots and lots of different victory conditions that you can have, and you can turn them off. If you want, you can just turn it off so that there's no victory condition aside from basically wiping everyone out. The other thing is they have very advanced alien diplomacy, which is good. I mean, it's better than what most games have. Usually you have these erratic AI patterns where they'll declare war on you, and then they'll not attack you, and then they'll declare peace with you afterwards, and then you're just like, that was completely and entirely pointless, and I have no idea why you declared war on me. You just reset all our trades. That's stupid. The AI in Galactic Civilization doesn't do that. They're very complex. They tend to only declare war when it's very beneficial. And because war is rarely beneficial, that means that wars are infrequent. But when they do happen, they tend to last a long time. So it's a lot more realistic in that regard. You have these long, drawn-out conflicts that happen infrequently. They also have, multi-threaded AI, which is, I think that's pretty standard nowadays. And of course, strategic zoom, which is very useful. I played this on an ancient laptop that didn't run at all, and basically all I had to do was zoom out. And if you zoom out to the view that they're showing here, then it runs on a computer from the 60s. I don't know. Well, it doesn't run that well, but it runs on even like ancient computers can run this because the graphics are turned down and the subroutines in the game are fairly standard. So it's not really that difficult to run the game, basically. Now, Galactic Civilizations 3 is probably going to be a lot harder to run because it's newer. Sorry, Galactic Civilizations 2, I believe, came out in 2006. So let's look at the new features. So, they have the sandbox still, and they have the campaign, which are both in Galactic Civilizations 2 as well. And in Galactic Civilizations 1, you only have sandbox. There's no campaign. But they have added a new feature, multiplayer. Now, that may be like very arbitrary for most people because they're like, yeah, well, there's multiplayer in every game now. Well, that's true, but in Galactic Civilizations 2, there's no multiplayer. They're like, what? What do you need multiplayer for? You're never going to find anyone else that plays this game. They're all sitting in their room playing it. So, basically, multiplayer is a new thing. For Galactic Civilizations, because in Galactic Civilizations 1 and 2, the game is... It works with multiplayer. You could have made it multiplayer, but they instead focused on beefing up the AI and making it to where you don't need multiplayer. Which is alright, because I'm not, a huge multiplayer guy. I like multiplayer sometimes, but I'm kind of a stay-at-home and enjoy the game kind of person. So I'm not too psyched about the multiplayer, but it doesn't really matter to me. The standard, you start with a colony ship and a colony and a survey ship. It's the same as before. You research technology, you have diplomacy, you have colony management. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how they improve colony management, because I felt that in Galactic Civilizations 1 it was too simple. And the problem with that was that you could very easily get carried away, and then all of your planets would be counterproductive. They would all cost more than they're earning. In Galactic Civilizations 2, it seemed very simple, but it was actually overly complex. Because you had to choose, how to focus each of your individual planets, which was great because you could make production-based worlds, you could make ship-based worlds, you can make, any type of different system. But the problem was that it just kind of it added too much micromanagement, is the way I put it. It took too long to set up each individual colony. Yeah, and the galactic resources are still there, and much, much more. So they haven't really revealed anything as to like new mechanics, because all of this is old except for multiplayer. Multiplayer is the only real new thing. So yeah, I'm just a little bit excited, because even if they don't change much, it's still an update to a really, really, really good game. Galactic Civilizations II was a very great game, and it was fun to play, and the best part about it is that it's extremely moddable, and they are going to be doing the same thing with Galactic Civilizations III. It seems that they're going to be opening up for a modder community. Now, another thing I did, because I am a huge fan of this, I went right ahead and bought the Founders Elite Edition. Now, there's some benefits to that, because first off, I'll get alpha access, which means I'll be able to show you guys, if they allow it, and I'm pretty sure they will, I'll be able to show you guys alpha footage as soon as the alpha is out. I'll also get all the DLC and expansions, so I'll never have to worry about that, because I'm going to buy them anyways. And here is my favorite part. You get to name a star and get a special thanks in the credit, which means you guys will, of course, be getting a planet or a star system that I have named. And you'll get to see my name in the credits, which is kind of cool. So I figure, that's worth the extra the extra $40 or whatever it is. Actually, it's $60 more than the other one. But you guys may be thinking like $100 for a game. That's like super expensive. The truth is, if you go to a store in Norway and you buy a brand new PS3 game, it costs over $100. That's what it costs in Norway. So, to be entirely honest, I'm not paying any more than I would normally pay for a game. It's just, it's super expensive over here. So that price right there, $99, is not all that scary to me. This would be really, really cheap, basically, for a game. That would be like buying a used game. Not necessarily a used game for PC. Used games for PCs are pretty cheap, but, yeah. So I figured that's enough for this. I'm not entirely sure if there's anything else I need to talk too much about. All this isn't unlocked yet. I might do an extra video when they have more stuff up and going. I don't know quite when the game is coming out, though. So I'm gonna take a quick look through here and see if they have any dates or any idea of when the game is gonna come out. Yeah. But yeah. That's about enough, I guess. So I'll talk to you guys later on. I'll probably be uploading a... Oh, why am I clicking on everything? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I will be uploading a Minecraft video fairly soon. Not entirely sure what I'll be doing in that episode yet, but I'll try to figure something out, something entertaining for you guys. And we'll talk soon. All right. Bye-bye.